Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Anne, and consider subscribing. Smash that big red subscribe button, smash it, and also hit the notification bell so you'll be the first to know when I upload a new video. You won't miss out on any videos. So if you're watching this video, you've watched Summer Aku's series about our ex-husband, our failed marriage, and I want to give a disclaimer, right? I feel like Summer Aku is very brave to bring a very private life on the internet. She's very brave to bring it to the public for us to learn, or some people to also learn from our mistakes and all that. I think it's a brave thing to do, and this video is not to bash Summer or bash her ex-husband. There were some points she raised. There were a lot of points she actually raised in her video, and I want to talk about a few of them because she has opened a conversation that a lot of people usually don't have about inter-tribal marriages in Nigeria. So basically, I want to give my opinion on the matter. She said that her husband was a type of man that tolerated his family to the detriment of Summer and of the marriage, and it was a very, very emotional video. There was some points where she was crying. It was a really, really emotional roller coaster video. I watched from part 1 to part 13, and it was such it was a romantic story, and it was a sad story as well. So the thing is this: the husband is a Yoruba man, the ex-husband is a Yoruba man, and I am Yoruba, and I understand that our culture, our Yoruba culture, is all about respect. That is what we are known for. If you go anywhere and they say, oh, Yoruba people, they are known for respecting. It's just part and parcel of who we are, right? But this respecting, it goes both ways. It is not a one-way traffic. It goes both ways, and it can get out of hand. It can, and it can enter a stage of servitude. It is no longer respect. It is something else. And we have a culture, I think it's a Nigerian thing, of putting the collective interest above individual interest. Like, you're supposed to please your family, your extended family, even though it's making you miserable, even though you're unhappy, you just have to do it because that is what the culture expects of you. And all in the name of respect. I mean, we're guilty of letting the elderly, like somebody can use one day in Yoruba culture, somebody can use one day to senior you, and they will tell you that you cannot buy that one day in the market. Oh, leraloja. We take this elderly thing to a length, and the thing is this: because of disrespect, some elderly people, they will walk all over you, walk all over your happiness because they can get away with it. It's the culture, and all because we want to respect, we allow it. I understand that the ex-husband is a Yoruba man. He was brought up that way with those cultures and those values, and you're constantly looking for your parents' approval. You're looking for your siblings' opinion. We have a culture whereby we want our elder ones to agree with us so that there can be peace, and it gets to a point whereby they can push you. This whole Yoruba respect thing, because someone was saying it that she felt like she was free to talk to her father, even though the father he didn't agree at first. She just said, yeah, I came here for I'm telling you so you can give me the bride price. I'm not asking you. But it's something we Yoruba, we can't do. We can't like face your elder and say, I'm telling you. And like I said, it can push you to a stage whereby you don't have a voice again. You don't have a voice anymore. You don't. And the thing is this, I don't want to generalize about all Yoruba people, but I've come to observe that there are some Yoruba family that if you don't collect yourself from them, they will run your life from the moment you're born to the moment you enter 6 feet. If you don't collect yourself from them, there are some families like that. They will dictate when you marry, who you marry, what you name your child. They would, in fact, there are some families that go to the extent that when your wife is in the labor ward and the doctor is saying, oh, this woman needs to do CS because, you know, the labor is getting complicated, they will tell you, in our family we don't do CS. In our family we are Hebrew woman. I mean, your wife life is at risk, she's in prolonged delivery, they will tell you as the elder. I mean, it can go a bit too far. They keep saying respect your elder, respect your... I am not against that. Like I said, there is a tendency to put the collective interest because you don't want to bruise the ego of your elder, of your parent. You begin to live in misery. You become miserable. You want to please them. At what point? Like, I'm not saying you shouldn't have respect for your elders, but it is a two-way road. That is the part we need to get right in the Yoruba culture. At what point do you have respect for yourself? At what point do you have respect for your spouse? At what point do you have respect for your children? Imagine them rejecting your wife, rejecting your children. It's okudiekato. You know, at what point do you put yourself first? At what point do you put your wife first? It's something we need to talk about this Yoruba culture of respect. There is nothing wrong with respect. I'm not saying that your family cannot give opinion on whom you choose to marry, you know, because the wife is entering a new family. Obviously, you want everything to go on smoothly. But if they want to reject the person you choose, at least they need to give you concrete reason. Concrete, it should not be tribalistic reason. It's not like they'll say, I have said it and there's nothing you can do. You're not talking to a child, you're talking to an adult. Anybody that wants to get married is an adult. You're talking to a child. Some people say, respect is a two-way street. You know, and I have to clarify it. So I'm not speaking on behalf of all Yoruba people. I'm not saying all Yoruba people are like this. But I'm just saying that it is prevalent in the Yoruba culture. You know, and the thing is Summer, when I watched Summer's video, Summer, it looks a bit extreme to me. It was tribalism on steroids. It is extreme because I have seen where, you know, inter-tribal marriages work out. So I don't know the personal circumstances. It's just, the whole thing is just extreme to me. You know, Summer is right. Well, she's absolutely right. Like, sometimes love is not enough. Love is not enough. Love does not put food on the table. It's part of the reason why you choose a partner, but it's not enough to get married. I mean, if your family rejects your spouse and you insist, there are two possible outcomes. Number one, make everybody go their way. Either you leave the person, because everybody wants peace of mind. Imagine someone was married for over, did she say 10 years or so? And yet they did not accept her. They had 4 children. The family still no agree. Call her our wife. They don't agree because they have said it that we don't accept her. They have said this, what's the best lady, there's nothing you can do. You know, it's like you just go your separate way and have peaceful life. Meet another person and make your life peaceful. Or if you say, this is the person I'm marrying and they are not giving you concrete reason why they are rejecting the woman, then if you're the kind of person who will say, gidigba, olaya, you are like a lion, you can stand by your decision, but you cannot tolerate nonsense from anybody. That is the thing, you cannot tolerate nonsense, all in the name of respect. You can't. You can't tolerate it if you know that you cannot bring a woman to your family and everyone start treating the person like trash. You need to stand by your partner. That's why you say it's this decision for people that they have that mind to say, to go against their family decision. You have to be that kind of person. But if you are a cool-headed person, you don't have the strength, my dear, everybody go your way. It is not worth it. 10 years of being treated like like that, it's not worth it. You know, I'm glad she's sharing this story. I'm glad she's sharing this experience, because someone out there, number one, some in-laws can be watching a series and say, oh, you know, some people, they may not even be thinking what they are doing is wrong. Some people may watch that video and say, and they reflect on how they've been treating their daughter-in-law, and they can change. Or some single ladies, when you are engaged, you see, say the family don't, they put fire for everything. My dear, go your way. It's not easy, you know. Anyway, allowing close family members to come into your marriage, even though you people are like 5 and 6, you know, allow people put mouth into your marriage is always a bad move. It is bad on all accounts. They will come with fork and knife. They will pieces that marriage for you. If somebody, I mean, that's why I said respect should have a limit. It should not extend to your family whereby they can just sit down, table your matter, dissect it, pieces. You know, some people should not even have the right to curse your wife in your presence. They know that the way you will answer them. But that's the thing, you're respecting you know. Above all, as a husband, you need to prioritize your wife. As a wife, you need to prioritize your husband. This is your own family now. You know, people, if you want to make, that's why I said this decision, people that both families who agree, if you want to make this decision, you need to stand by it. Both of you need to, when you go to your family members, in fact, you don't even need to go to, if they cannot invite your wife to party, you know they go. If they say, hey, you come for party, your wife should go and sit, you tell them no. Not happening. I'm your father. What I say, see, this respect thing, oh yeah, could barely. People will, hey, some not hollow, some people will run your life for you if you allow it. You know, and the thing is this, I want to talk about Summer's critics. A lot of people, or some fellow YouTubers, they criticize Summer. They say, you know, she brings all her family, all her life on the internet. You know, she brings personal matter because Summer was crying in some of these videos about this that she made. Some people say, why would you bring a personal matter? Why would you be letting public know? Let me tell you something, it takes a brave person to come and share their personal life so that other people can learn. And I say what? I say kudos to Summer. At least one person would have learned something. You know, someone somewhere would know, would think, okay, if I'm about to make, as a woman, you know, if I'm about to make this decision, this man family know, they know accept me. By watching a video, you can make a decision. At least you can now see that it can end up like this, or you may not end up like this. I mean, kudos to Summer for sharing your personal story on the internet, you know. Anyway, this is where I'm going to end this video. If you've enjoyed videos like this, consider subscribing, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you will not miss any videos I upload. Alright guys, till next time, I'll see you on my next video. Bye guys.